guys, what's up? Good morning. I am on my way to work. No, this is not the regular time I go to work. I usually get up way earlier. But because I was on the random COVID screening test list thing this week, I had to go get tested for COVID and stay home, which was for a day until my results came back, which they did, and they're negative. Thank God, because... So right now I'm just getting, my daily dose of caffeine. Actually, I added a shot of espresso because I'm going to need it. Today's going to be a pretty busy day at work. Let's see. I just took my medication. I wanted to talk to you guys about two supplements that I take. I wanted to talk to you guys about something about, is that what I just said? Oh, gross. It's really so annoying to see all my baby hairs. You can see them. It's like no amount of gel or hairspray that I use will keep my hair all together for a whole day. Like, it's ridiculous. It just kind of falls out eventually. Really wish I had my boyfriend's hair. No, actually I don't. It's really hard. I tried curly hair. I don't know how you guys do it. So I wanted to talk to you guys about two different supplements that I take in the morning along with my medication. I take a cranberry supplement, which I've read a lot of good things about. It prevents just bacteria and helps you prevent also UTIs. It just helps keep your urinary tract clean and healthy. Yes, you can drink cranberry juice. I love cranberry juice. I love drinking it. But just taking that supplement makes it way easier. You don't have to drink a whole pint of cranberry juice, right? The other supplement is called Balance. The other supplement is called Balance by Alani Nu. So what that does, it helps kind of balance your hormones. It helps with mood and like weight loss, I think. I didn't notice a difference with that. Again, I'm kind of small, so it does help a lot with my skin. That's what I wanted to mention. My skin was breaking out with hormonal acne for a while before I started taking it. And I was talking to one of my friends and she recommended for me to try it because I was having like mood swings and breaking out, and it was all around the chin line, which is usually an indication of hormonal acne. So I started taking it and it did wonders for me. I absolutely love that pill. Yes, it is a little pricey. I think it's $50 for a month of treatment, but I get the automatic. You guys, I just saw a Starbucks employee with yellow hair and it looked so fucking cool. I was like, yo, that shit matches your shirt. Like, what? Your hair is yellow? I can't dye my hair. I'm in the military. But good on you, bro. That shit's awesome. If you ever come across my channel and you see me, you know that I'm talking about you probably. I was wearing this jacket and I ordered a nitro because it's the only good drink there. What? But she's not. Who are we kidding? I have 20 followers. Let's not, get ahead of ourselves. Bella. Let's see. I was talking about Alani Nu. It helped me a lot with my skin. I mean, it was super clear. It's soft. It's bright. I am breaking out a little bit, I'm not going to lie. I've had a little bit of breakouts, and I think it's because I just started that new ADHD medication, which is one of the symptoms. Another symptom that I have. Hey guys, so as you can see in the beginning of the video, I was my hair in a bun and going to work. Actually, I was getting coffee on my way to work. And it was cut short because I had to get to work on time and make it to an appointment. A follow-up appointment with my doctor about, my medication and stuff. But I did leave off speaking about my symptoms that I have with the medications. The first one I talked about was the hormonal, fuck, man, shit happens to me all the time. The breakouts, yes. The second one I was talking about was my resting heart rate being crazy high, 110, 120, with me just sitting down doing nothing. Usually my resting heart rate is down 55, 60s, pretty low. So it was really scary to me when I noticed that it was super high. I am a coffee drinker, so I've tried to cut back a little bit. It's really hard, but it's just really hard. I don't know if I'm ever going to not be able to drink coffee. That's just kind of my go-go juice. Like, I need it. I need it to be able to go. Okay, go. I don't really track my blood pressure, but a symptom is higher blood pressure. I don't think my blood pressure is elevated. My heart rate, yes, definitely. I can track that with my Apple Watch. Dangle Apple Watch. No, but seriously though, that's how I track it. My blood pressure, I do not track on the daily, which I probably should. I'll probably check it tomorrow. Maybe I'll forget, because let's be honest. When I first started my medication, they started me on 20 milligrams of Adderall. And I'm not sure if they did it intentionally to see the effects of it. So I don't understand how people can say that Adderall is like, oh my God, it is so great. Like, it makes you, oh. It's not like that. Or at least when you're ADHD for real, that's not what it does to you. It does the complete opposite. So it just mellows you out. Like, when I first started, I was super sleepy. As soon as I took it, I wanted to go to bed. I wanted to take a nap. And I probably could, except I was at work. I would get super groggy, you know. If someone would be like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm just tired. Like, and everyone that I would talk to at work would be like, really? Like, that's what happens? And I'm like, yes, bitch, because I'm not a crackhead taking Adderall just to take Adderall. Okay? But 20 milligrams was obviously too high. We don't know if it's because I'm a little human or because of my weight or because maybe I'm just super sensitive to medication. A lot of people are. So I talked to the doctor and I was like, listen, like, I'm at work and I'm literally glued to the chair. I will not move. I do not want to do anything. It was like I was super tired. Like, I had just ran 3-4 miles and lifted weights at the gym, and it was just like a hard gym day, you know? You know how you feel after? You're just like, I could just go to bed, dude. Like, ugh. That's how I felt. People would talk to me, and I knew I had to answer, but I would just sit there, and I'd just be like, yeah, dude. So, after talking to the doctor, I want to say it was 2 times, he switched me over to Ritalin, 20 milligrams, also extended release, and bitch, it was horrible. The day that I took it, I went to work, I was pale. When I tell you that, I didn't even like do my hair the way I do it, it was just thrown together. Everyone was like, yo, are you good? And I was like, oh man, I don't fucking know, dog. Like, I don't even know. I think I'm dying. And I thought I was going to pass out. Like, every time I got up, I was like, yo, what's going on? So I called that same morning, and I spoke to a different nurse, and she was like, I don't think you should be at work. You know, I'm going to send you home for 3 days. I do recommend that you keep taking your prescribed medication just to see how you keep reacting to it. And I'm like, so you mean I have to keep self-sacrificing myself? I don't think I want to do that. So I didn't. I came home and I fell asleep for like the rest of the day. The next day, I was like, I can't take the whole thing. I know I can't. So I opened my capsules and I was keeping a journal. And, you know, every day I was jotting this down. So I wasn't just, you know, doing shit. I mean, I was, but I was keeping track of it. I would take half of what was in the capsule. So the first day I tried half of the Ritalin. I did get some things done, but I still felt really groggy. I just didn't feel good. So this was Labor Day weekend, so I wasn't going to be able to talk to my actual provider until that following Tuesday. So that whole weekend, I was like, well, I should keep taking something, so I'm not going to take the Ritalin anymore. I'm going to go back to the Adderall and take half of the Adderall and see how I work on that. So I did that, and I was taking half of the 20, so 10, math, quick math. I'm sorry, dude. I'm stupid. Yes, this is me every day. Welcome to my channel. But yes, like I was saying, taking half of the Adderall, and I noticed that I was better. I was doing better. So yes, there is irritability when you start to come down from the medication. I noticed that right off the bat. And I was like, okay, what can I change? Do I eat in the morning with it? Do I not eat in the morning with it? So I kept playing, and I still am, with different things. So one thing that I recognized was all of a sudden I could remember phone numbers and names. I know. I was like, Sam, guess what? Guess what, babe? What? I remember the phone number you told me. And I remember that guy's name. I am fixed, babe. Just kidding. Not that simple. Nothing is ever that simple, right? And honestly, if I didn't have the world's bestest boyfriend, guys, that's a whole other conversation for a different day, okay? But seriously, let me just touch on that real quick. It is really important to know who you're keeping around you and to be with somebody who's super understanding with everything, especially when you're going through something like this. Because if you are in a relationship, it's not just you going through it, it's going to affect everybody around you, okay? I'm just letting you know that because it's tough, all right? It really is. And that's not even me trying to be funny, I'm being dead ass. Like I was saying, it is tough. It's really difficult. Like I'm saying, why am I doing that with my hand? Oh my God, why is this so hard to not get distracted? I don't understand. It's because I already came off of my medication and my mind is like, woo, I want to do this. I want to do that. So yes, you are going to go through an adjustment period. It's normal. You're putting something in your body that has never been there before. Your body's going to be like, yo, what is this? Why are you giving it to me? Do you not love me for me? What's going on? And it's going to work fast. The thing about ADHD medication is that it works fast. You notice it. Did I already say that? I think I already said that. But you might be up here where it's too high and you're going to be zombified like I was, and you're not going to feel good, and you're not going to be able to function because you're stuck, okay? You're too focused. You're too mellowed out. It's too much. It's too much. But when I hit that 10 milligram point, I did notice the difference, and I was able to start functioning better. I had these ideas in my head, and I would actually give life to them, like the photo shoot. I was like, I've always wanted to do a photo shoot. I've never done one. Does it need to be a special occasion? No, let's just do it. So I did it, and I went and signed up for college classes, and I made purchases that I had been kind of iffy about. Obviously, I could afford them, but I was like, I don't know, should I get it? I should just get something cheaper. No, get it. Fucking get it, dude. You deserve it. You deserve it, okay? I love you. Dog. That was me in the mirror. But anyway, so school and little ideas like the photo shoot or, what else? Oh, this, right here. Prime example. And it was very easy. It was easier for me to communicate with people. I know that is a normal thing for neurotypicals. It isn't for me. I usually feel super awkward and that's how I feel. That's my brain when I try to communicate with people. I'm super anxious and I'm like, oh my God, what did I say? Are they gonna think that I meant something else? What if they don't like me? What if, That's how I feel, seriously, when I'm not on medication. So I'm pretty standoffish usually. I'm a pretty observant person. I will sit in a room and I probably won't talk, and it's not because I don't want to talk, it's because I'm overthinking literally everything I'm going to say. After I say it, I overthink it. If I've spoken to you before and I said something that I felt was dumb, I am probably going to think about whatever dumb thing I think I said forever. And it's so annoying, but that's the way that I think. Everything has to be perfect or it's not good enough. Okay? So yes, I can talk to people better. I can organize my thoughts better. I can come home and do the normal daily routine that anybody would, and I still have the energy to record a vlog. What? Do my homework? Help my boyfriend? And you don't sit here and overthink things that don't matter. Granted, right now I have come down from my medication, so I'm a little bit all over the place, as you can tell by the video. But it's a breath of fresh air. I can't even begin to explain. When I started to feel better on my medication, I had a day where I sat down and I really sat back and I was like, this is really weird. This is really weird. And Sam was like, are you good? And I'm like, I feel like I'm in a room that is completely empty. It's completely empty. There's nothing in the room. And before, I would walk into that room and there was a mess. There was boxes and boxes and boxes of shit, irrelevant shit that didn't belong there, that didn't need to be there. But I had to pay attention to everything, and I had to try to organize everything. And it was like I was swimming through these boxes, trying to figure out where the important boxes were and trying to organize the ones that didn't matter. And then in the process, I'd be like, oh, like, this is a cool fucking pumpkin. I need to put this pumpkin right here. And then that was it. Like, what'd you do during the day? I found a pumpkin. It's a nice pumpkin. It's a cute pumpkin, you know? I like that pumpkin. Just gonna put it right here. I remember laying in bed and I was staring at the fan. And I was like, is this what it feels to be normal? Like, you guys don't have, like, these thoughts? And he was like, what are you talking about? And I was like, yeah, you know, like, I don't know, like, you're watching a movie and you see a horse and you're like, that's a nice horse. I used to have a horse. I had a friend that had a horse, but her horse wasn't my color. What do horses even eat? Like, besides grass? That's weird. Do they sleep standing up or down? I think they can sit. Oh my God, when they break their legs, they die because it takes too long for them to heal. Did you know that? I had a horse, but I didn't have a saddle, so I had to it stepped on my foot actually, and when it stepped on my foot, my mom told my dad to get rid of it. So yeah, but you ever heard about those, also my mom didn't like the smell of the horse poop, so she didn't want it there anymore. They sold it, I think. I don't know. I don't know if they sold it, but I think they did. You ever been to a horse race? Those are crazy. There's so many songs in Spanish about horse races. There's also these things called like jaripeos, right? So you go and you dress up in like boots and shit, and you go and watch them race, and there's sometimes music. What kind of music? All kinds of music. Not the kind of music that everybody listens to though. It's like the trombone kind. I wonder who even invented a fucking trombone. That's so weird. Dude, it's gotta be a lot of work to even make one. Do you know how, that's a big instrument. You know how much metal goes into that? A lot. I wonder how much money you get if you pawn it, or you trash it to a metal. Can you trash them? And I'm really good at doing this right now because I came down from my medication. But that's literally how I would think all the time. So when I took the medication, my mind was just silent and I didn't have any of those random shooting, connecting thoughts, one thing to another thing, 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 to another thing. It was like, what the hell? What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with all this time and space in my head? This doesn't, I don't know if I like this. And honestly, I didn't like it at first. I was like, I don't know if I like this. Like, what if I don't even have it? Like, what? But, yeah, that's definitely part of it. Like, all those intrusive, random, weird thoughts that kind of I missed because I was like, those were my daydreams, and now they're gone. I have more time and more mind space to do other things that are actually productive. I can set my mind to do the things I need to do and get done without being distracted with all of those daydreams and all of those random shooting thoughts. I feel like that little negative voice in my head too, that, oh, you're not good enough, you're not going to be able to do it, why are you doing that, I don't think you're going to be able to make it, girl, come on, humble yourself. She's gone. Like, she's not there during the day. And it is so amazing. It is so, that negative little voice in my head that was always there, always kind of like, you're not going to be able to do that. Why are you even thinking about doing that? You're not good enough for that. You're not smart enough for that. You're dumb. Ew, take that dress off. You look disgusting. Like, she's not really there. And if those thoughts kind of pop up in my head, I can be like, yo, you need to fucking go find something else to do because I have homework, okay? I got shit to do. I don't know what you're doing here. Ugly? Nah, she's not ugly. She's just a bitch. When you have ADHD, that part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, does not work. Okay? There's studies that have shown that it is weakened, it's weaker. So that impulse control, that executive function is kind of almost absent. You react to situations differently, impulsively. Most of the time, if you're angry, the wrong way. Huge eye-opener for me. I was like, well, damn, yeah. Absolutely. Yes. And I do remember growing up, I wasn't an out-of-control, raging person, like, but when I did get angry, when somebody got me angry, I was out of fucking control. Like, bitch, I'm about to fuck you up. It was that impulse control that I did not have. And it sounds like an excuse to me still when I talk about it. I hate talking about this part of it because I feel like, you know, well, you should have known better. Yeah, but can you blame me, bitch? Like, there's a part of my brain that's fucking not wired the same way as yours is. I'm sorry. Like, from the bottom of my heart. I didn't mean to punch you. I really didn't. But you shouldn't have said that shit. But I still shouldn't have done it, but you still shouldn't have said it. It's funny because after whatever happened when I was angry, I would be so upset. I would be like, now I feel bad. Now I feel bad because I did that, and I feel like an asshole. I shouldn't have done that, but I did, and now there's nothing I can do about it, right? So you feel that guilt, and it's intensified. Like, I feel horrible because I feel like if I would have known about all of this before, maybe, like I said, my life would have been completely different. I would have been able to self-regulate. I would have been able to manage those situations so much better instead of just yeeting you across the room. Being on this medication has been such a breath of fresh air for me. I cannot believe who I can be when I'm able to function properly. It has been a tug of war between the negative thoughts and the positive thoughts because, like I said, it's that emotional roller coaster that I went through where I was like, you're telling me that I have to take this pill in order to function like a normal person? Why? Why is this happening? Why do I have to go through this? And I was like, you know what? Cut the fucking self-pity. It's stupid. Your brain is wired different. It's okay. You're not broken. I love my ADHD. It makes me super creative. It makes me super original and unique. And I love that. I'm a goofy, happy person when I'm not wallowing in these random negative. Another thing is just because you take this medication in order to get through a tough day doesn't mean that you have to take it every single day. So, for example, 2 days ago, I didn't go to work because of that random COVID test that I had to take or whatever. I think I mentioned that. But I was home and I decided not to take my medication. I slept in, I cooked dinner, I did my homework, I read, I was able to get through my day without that medication. And you're able to recognize things a little easier and you're able to self-reflect easier, which is great. So you don't have to take it every day. If you know you're going to have a really busy day and you have a lot of things to do and you need to focus and you need to pay attention, then yeah, take it. It helps you. Take it when you think that you need it. That's my mindset right now. Currently, I am on 10 milligrams of Adderall. I take it in the mornings before I go to work. Sometimes I wait until I get to work and I take it at work. I do notice that when I am on medication, I'm not as emotional as I usually am. So, for example, if I'm watching a sad movie, I'm not snot running down my face crying in despair because how could they kill off my favorite character? I'm actually able to just watch it and react like a normal person, okay? I was talking about that to my doctor today, and I was like, I just feel like it makes me kind of numb. And she was like, not necessarily. She's like, sometimes with that emotional dysregulation part, you're so hyper-focused on, let's say, the show, and you get so emotionally invested that now you are, like you said, crying, tears and snot running down your nose, and now your eyes are swollen and you look like a toad over a movie. So you can actually react like a normal person would. Yeah, you might shed some tears, but it's not like, oh my God, why? Why did they do that to him? He didn't deserve that. He was a good one. He was a good human. He was just trying to help. I was talking about that to my doctor today, and I was like, I just feel like it makes me kind of numb. And she was like, not necessarily. She's like, sometimes with that emotional dysregulation part, you're so hyper-focused on, let's say, the show, and you get so emotionally invested that now you are, like you said, crying, tears and snot running down your nose, and now your eyes are swollen and you look like a toad over a movie. So you can actually react like a normal person would. Yeah, you might shed some tears, but it's not like, oh my God, why? Why did they do that to him? He didn't deserve that. He was a good one. He was a good human. He was just trying to help. So yeah, I hope that I was able to cover some of the things that someone who is just starting this journey is curious about or wants to know a little bit more about. I know that my experience is not going to be the same exact experience as anybody else. Everyone is different, everyone reacts different, but that was my experience with my medication. Those were some of my symptoms. Those were some of the things that I related to when I did my own research and I was self-educating when I first found this out. I love you guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'll be back hopefully by the end of the week. Have a wonderful week. Have a wonderful day. Brush your teeth. Floss. Bye, dudes. Also, there's so much more that I didn't cover, but this is like half an hour long now, and that's a lot. It's like midnight, and I can't go to bed. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, dudes.